Hi, I'm Tristan,
I'm Getty.
and we're the Teen Traders. On Saturday, I had a field hockey game, and the refs almost had to stop the entire game because there was a drone floating above us.
Huh.
And whose drone was it? It was Getty Hill's drone.
Yeah.
He was filming us, and
Yeah, it was my Phantom 4. I was asked the head coach's permission. He was like, "Yeah, sure, just don't hit him." And I'm like, "Okay." And I had a blast. We're making a video of it, and it's gonna be a nice field hockey video for you guys.
And how long have you been into drones? Like forever?
Yeah, forever. I've loved those things so much.
And now it's just now it's kind of becoming more popular. Like, isn't GoPro coming out with one?
GoPro just came out with released theirs just a couple days ago, and it's interesting. They had a ton of hype behind it. They had hype videos after hype videos coming out, and when it finally came out, it was really interesting because a lot of the people that are like on my side of the world are really into drones aren't such a huge fan of it, but.
And what does it have differently than your Phantom 4?
Right. So the things that are the most comparable unit in the market right now, the Phantom 4 by DJI, is that this thing can fit in a backpack, like a small backpack. People will say a Phantom can fit in a backpack, but it's like the largest backpack you'll ever put in your bag. In addition to that, a camera is gimbaled on there, and the gimbal can come out of the camera, so you can walk around and have gimbalized GoPro video, which is extraordinary. The only thing that people are saying is that it kind of lacks some of the things the Phantom has. But at the same time, you're paying $800 versus $1,400. So
Wow.
It's going to be great.
No, yeah. And, I mean, GoPro hasn't been doing too well lately. I mean, not too long ago, it was just above 14. And ever since the news of the drone, it's been, upwards of 17. So I think it's a good time to get in. I just got in recently because, I mean, even if it's not that good of a drone, people are going to buy it and the stock will go up because all the hype you were saying,
Right, the hype behind it's insane. The pre-orders are insane. It's a question of once it gets into people's hands, will it actually be as good as they're saying it's going to be? And that will get determined very quickly because a lot of the people that have GoPros are the ones that are pushing the limits with their gear. Mm-hmm. I mean, people that love GoPros are the people that are literally breaking GoPros every couple of months. And I know, in the multi-rotor world, when I go drone racing, the guys that go drone racing are the hardest core guys out there. They're breaking a GoPro every month, and they have the most insane insurance deals on that stuff because they break them every month. So we'll find out very quickly whether or not how it stacks up.
And I think one thing to think about is drones are some of the newest one of the things that's newest in technology right now, but it's not the newest thing. There's the bigger, better thing.
Yeah, virtual reality. That's really up and coming. And I'm sure a few of you have heard about a company called Oculus that's been developing, is at the frontier of this movement of virtual reality. And they were acquired a while back by Facebook. I guess Mark Zuckerberg realized how amazing it was. I mean, and this thing is going to be comparable to the iPhone. It will be as big as the iPhone once it starts catching on, and to the point where every single household in a first world country will have one and hope for the world.
Why do you think that it'll be, I mean, the iPhone 7 has had so much hype. Why do you think this will be even more?
I think this will be even more because they've been fine-tuning it for 3 years now. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't until a few months ago, when they finally released their first, this is our market Oculus, not any of our dev builds, as they've had a bunch of. This is our market Oculus. And now, in a couple weeks, they're coming out with their handheld controls. So they have their main competitor, HTC Vive, has their own version. But the things that it really is better than the Vive, and that they've really pushed is that their headset's sleeker, lighter, and has built-in surround sound into it, and less cables going to and from it, which is key for when you're walking around. You don't have cables everywhere. And soon enough, this stuff will be wireless, but our wireless technology isn't pacing out as virtual reality. But they were coming out with these handheld remotes that are going to be able to track each individual finger and your hand gestures, which is nothing the market has seen.
Crazy.
So it's opened up a whole new realm into the world of virtual reality of what you can do. I mean, it will be adapted to every single industry.
Yeah, and I think one thing about that makes it a no-brainer to invest in is everyone has something. It offers something to everyone. one of the most popular things we hear about is the porn. Like, people are like, well, now I can be right there. I can, like, touch things. Like, it's a whole thing.
It's a whole new industry.
Yeah. And, I mean, the government's been using it, right?
Government's been using it. Farming companies have been using it. I mean, robotics. Everybody's...
War porn.
Everybody. War porn. Yeah, it's going to be great. I love Facebook, and I love also... Because Oculus doesn't make up a big chunk of the Facebook company itself, but... I mean, they're doing a lot of other great things too in addition to this, but this will engulf Facebook eventually.
Yeah, this will. Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg, he's pretty smart for investing when he did.
Very.
So this week we talked about GoPro because they're coming out with a brand new drone, and we talked about virtual reality, Facebook, Oculus, and remember, it's so easy an adult can do it.